Cheng and Bao Yixin. Then women's singles and the 2009 champion Wang Yihan. She's up against teammate, the Asian Games gold medalist Wang Shixian. Then men's doubles and Yu Yongdae and Yu Young-sung, both players former winners of the Hong Kong Open, but with different partners. They're up against their teammates, Kim and Kim, the 2012 Asian champions. Then women's doubles and a second appearance for Bao Yixin, this time with Tang Jinhua, undefeated so far in their 3 previous tournaments this year. They're up against teammates Wu and Tang. Then men's singles and the world #1, Lee Chong-wei, the 2-time former champion, appearing in his 6th final here in Hong Kong. He's up against Indonesia's Sonny Dwi Kunchoro, who, like his opponent, has been a medalist at both Olympic and World Championships. So that really is a terrific lineup for today's finals. Lots of surprises throughout the tournaments, lots of great matches. The best of all was the last match last night. Goodness me, the Coliseum was rocking. Well, when we look at the road to Malaysia as far as the mixed doubles is concerned, it's the top 7 pairs who have qualified, plus the #9 ranked pair, Sukit and Sara Lee from Thailand. The reason that Praveen Jordan and Vita Marissa have not qualified is the fact that you're only allowed 2 pairs allowed in the Super Series finals, and they are the 3rd ranked Indonesian pair. So for them, sadly, they don't qualify. So our court officials already on court, Kelly Hoare and Dennis Law. And we await for the finalists of the mixed doubles. This is a new experience for both pairs, led out by Mr. and Mrs. Adcock. The English players got married in September. And whilst Gabby White is still competing under her maiden name, they are now officially Mr. and Mrs. Adcock. Never before have they been in a Super Series tournament final.
First runner-up of BWF Open 2013, world ranking #7, Chris Adcock, Gabrielle White, England.
The English combination. It's been 26 years since British players have won a title here in Hong Kong. They're about to rewrite the record books. Adcock and White.
Cheng, Bao Yixin, China.
The 2010 World Junior Champions, Liu Cheng and Bao Yixin. My goodness, Bao Yixin is in an awesome run of good form. Won 3 titles back-to-back in Europe with Tang Jinhua. She's playing in the final of the women's doubles with her a little later. And of course, she was beaten finalist last week in the women's doubles for good measure as well. So the first of our finals today at the Yonex-Sunrise Hong Kong Open mixed doubles. And what an occasion for both. For the English pair, well, sensational victory yesterday over the former world champions and current Olympic champions. They'd been the 2-time defending champions here in Hong Kong, Zhang Nan and Zhao Yunlei. It was 2 straight games, as you can see, 21-12, 21-16. Very convincing style up at the bottom half of the draw. My goodness, what drama, what excitement last night with the pair against Hong Kong. Hong Kong pair saved 4 match points in the 3rd game. They not only saved 4 match points, they then won a 5th straight point to get a match point themselves. The stadium was absolutely rocking, but in the end the Chinese pair prevailed. But let's look at the English pair, the left-handed 24-year-old Chris Adcock and his wife, 23. They are #7 in the world ranking, up 2 places this week, and I suspect they'll go even higher. Currently, this is the highest they've ever been. but they may well go higher yet. So two-seeded pairs they've beaten on the way to today's final. Not only the number one seeds yesterday, but also the number 5 seeds from Malaysia, Chan Pen Soon and Go Lee Yung in the quarter-final. So to their opponents, and Liu Cheng, the 21-year-old big, strong, tall athlete he is too. His partner the same age. She from Yiyang in Hunan province in the south of China. And in fact, she won 2 gold medals at the 2010 World Junior Championships in Guadalajara. There you can see that fantastic semi-final against Li Chunhei and Chao Huihua of Hong Kong. 23-21 in the deciding game. It was, having been 20-16 up and going 20-21 down. They saved that match point and broke the hearts of the home fans here in Hong Kong. Well, as you can see, this is the first meeting between these two pairs. Not all that surprising, considering that the Chinese combination really only formed their partnership in September this year. Of course, they played together as juniors, but as far as senior tournaments are concerned, played together at the Japan Superseries and did very well indeed. They reached the semi-final. So for Adcock and White, well, yesterday was their 3rd Super Series tournament semi-final. Today is their first, as it is for this Chinese pair. Really can't remember when we last had a mixed doubles final at one of the Super Series events with 2 unseeded combinations. It has to be said that the tournament wasn't helped with 3 of the 4 top seeds in the mixed doubles withdrawing before the start of competition. The number 2 seeds, Ahmad and Natsir, current world champions from Indonesia, they withdrew.
Ladies
so
and
did
gentlemen,
Xu Chen and
on
Ma
my
Jin,
right,
and the Danes
Chris
Fisher
Adcock,
Nelson
Gabrielle White,
and Christina Pedersen. So Kelly Hall makes the announcements, introduces the first pair.
On my left, Lai Chen, Bao Yixin, China. Bao Yixin to serve to Chris Adcock. Level, play.
So the final of the mixed doubles at the 2013 Yonex-Sunrise Hong Kong Open. 2 unseeded pairs, and it's really going to be a question of who deals with the occasion. No question in my mind, Bao Yixin is very experienced and she needs to help her less experienced partner. She's already won 7 Super Series titles.
Service over, 1-all.
From Adcock, that's very, very clever play.
2-1.
He knows that the Chinese so good in the fast exchanges, therefore putting very little pace on that downward shot. Smash. Of course, Adcock and Bao Yixin, the only 2 players yesterday that were involved in 2 semi-finals. Adcock played both of his semi-finals in the afternoon session. Bao Yixin had played her mixed doubles semi last match on last night, and as I say, it was an absolute thriller. Kept the fans here in the last moment. Well, the umpire has called a fault for moving before the serve was struck. That's clever.
Service over. 5-2.
No service short.
Over.
We've been noticing all week that
5.
Gabby White's been flick serving an awful lot. Therefore, from her perspective, pity she made an error about no service. The more she could gain confidence with that no serve, the better, I think.
3.
Physical specimen is 21-year-old Liu Cheng. Lots of power there. I was talking yesterday about mixed doubles really being a question of which of the two women on court can control the front area of the court, the net area. Women tend to be so much more agile than men, and therefore they can twist and turn quickly at the net, and men obviously are far more powerful than women, and therefore you want them to use their power from the back of the court. And both players within the partnership playing to their strengths. That's what I tend to see. That's the attacking formation.
5-7. Service over. 8-5.
That's a really good start.
10-5.
Perspective, I think you want to try and avoid. I think the Chinese pair at these little flat pushes are very, very good indeed. Advantage at the mid-game interval in favour of the married couple, live in Milton Keynes. Only one previous was going to say one previous title. They never won a title. They've been in 2 finals, 2008 the Portuguese International, and earlier this year in the Big Burger Grand Prix
20
Gold
seconds,
event.
20 seconds.
Crikey, if they were to win their first ever title at a biggie like this, a Super Series event, oh, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Long way to go yet, though.
11-6. Play.
Very, very sharp on the net, Gabby White.
12-6.
She was superb yesterday in the really challenging Olympic champion Joe Yonex.
13-6.
Chinese pair.
7-13.
Nerves from
Service over.
Cheng. He's the least experienced
14,
player on
7.
court. Even his practice serve went in the net. Very powerful indeed with those overheads.
8-14.
Gabby White didn't even have a chance to react to this. The whole rally, momentum of the rally had been changed though by the cross-court block from Yixin. That's a good return.
Service over. 15-8.
Oh, serve short here.
Service
That's the second
over.
error on the low serve from Gabby White.
9-15.
They played together as juniors, the English combination. Split for a while. Chris Adcock played with Imogen Bankier. Won a silver medal at World Championships in Wembley. Post-Olympic Games. In fact, about this time last year. It's the beginning of the new year, really. Back together again.
17-9.
Oh, no, they were on the low serve from Adcock. Goodness me.
10-17.
That's clever. All she had to do was get it over and in. Both the Chinese players getting in each other's way at the back of the court. There was a huge gap at the front. left hip.
Service over. 18,
Finding his mark.
11.
Here's a little block first. Now across the body, saw that she was weighted, committed to that forehand defence. Yixin isn't even really challenging Gabby White at the front of the courts.
19,
Gabby
11.
White having free rein to do whatever she wants. And that, from a Chinese perspective, is incredibly dangerous because Gabby White incredibly good on net play.
Game point, 11. Service over.
Going to save the first game point.
12,
Going
20.
to save another 8. They want to win this opening game. Oh, brilliant. That'll do. Opening game 21-14. And the likelihood of another British victory here at the Hong Kong Open. Well, 26 years since the last British pair. There was a certain Billy Gilliland and Jill Gowers. We'll go back 28 years. Last all-English combination, Martin Jewell and Gillian Jules.
Second game, level, play.
So just one game away from a first ever title in their first ever Super Series tournament final.
1-love. Service over. 1-all.
vary the low serve, trying to serve out wide. It pushed it deep. It would have, of course, been on Adcock's forehand side, which is what he was after. Oh, that's good. Great placement of the smash. It's not just
Service
the power.
over. 3-2. Shuttle. Shuttle.
Lifts from that far side of the court from the English pair. They're going to have to be awfully careful because the drift is blowing the shuttle a little bit quicker, coming towards us, coming towards the Chinese players. Oh, was that a double hit? Oh. English certainly thought so. Oh, that's good combination play.
Service over. 4-all. Chris.
Weaknesses.
5-4.
Chinese pair.
Play.
He's got the yips on the serve.
Service over. 6-5.
Brilliantly worked. Well, I said yesterday, I don't think I'd ever seen Adcock and White playing such a good match. They've continued that good form here so far in the final. The last 6 points going to the English pair. Now.
8 9-5. Service over.
That must have been close.
6-9.
I was about to say,
It was
an
out.
excellent serve, but just short of that front service line. Oh, unbelievable.
Seven, 9. Eight, 9. Play.
Thing you never do against any Chinese player is
9-all.
write them off. Now for their capabilities to come back. 4 straight points to draw level. It's all good. So there's a little look from Adcock towards the line judge, a little bit of surprise.
10-9.
Touched his shirt on the way through. Straight points. Chinese man. Straight points back to the mid-game interval with a 2-point advantage.
11-9. Interval.
Oh, both pairs getting little runs there. So the lead switching from one pair to the other. Jakob Hoy, originally from Denmark. Formerly the German coach, now coaching in England. I wonder how many World Championship and Olympic medals those two coaches have got between them.
20
Certainly 2
seconds.
golds for the
20 seconds.
shorter of the 2 men.
Thank you, coach.
Oh, unbelievable! Well now, Yixin is beginning to challenge Gabby White at the net. Look at this net exchange. How good was that? No, the Chinese didn't want to change the shuttle. The English pair did. The English pair. Well, that makes it at 7 straight points. From 5-9 down. 12-9 the advantage. Good flick serve. The run is broken now.
Over. 10-12.
Brilliant. That's the delicate little push into the mid-court area
11,
towards the
12.
tram lines that's so effective in doubles. Look, it's past the net player but landing in front of the rear court player. Perfect shot. Well, Adcock speaking to the umpire. Once again, I think complaining that he was a little bit quick to off the mark. Of course, the receiver is not allowed to move until the serve has been struck. Just lost his footing a little. Chris Adcock. Next few rallies are absolutely crucial. English scores.
15-11.
Yeah, that's what she was doing so well in the opening game. The return of serve from Adcock. White immediately moves forward to the net area. There's the flip serve again.
Service over. 16-12. Gabrielle.
Across the body. Gabby White. She's worked and worked on her defensive play. I know it has improved tremendously, but still, at times she's vulnerable. I think most players in the world would have been vulnerable to a smash like that too. That's a great movement from Chris Adcock. The serve had been out wide to his forehand side, and then had to move the full diagonal of the court. We're not seeing it there. A good placement on the smash too, at the end of that terrific movement. Well, Yixin didn't move her feet, she just sank down in the crouch position a bit more, and therefore claimed she wasn't ready. Oh, well played. Last time he played the round the heads shot, he went straight down the line, that time going cross courts.
14, 17.
Great awareness. Let's go wide.
Service over. 18, 14.
Yeah, well taken.
Service over. 15,
Cheng
18.
has got to somehow get the shuttle past Gabby White at the net.
Service over. 19, 15.
Close to the opening game. Kowloon standing the ground at the net, forcing
20
Gabby White
game
back in court
points,
now in the second
15.
game. That was the other way around in the opening game. Game point opportunities. Cheng and Yixin to see this final to a third for the deciding game.
Service over.
First
16,
one well saved.
20.
Yeah, two saved. Three more opportunities.
17,
Cheng
20.
and Yixin. Flick serve. Yeah.
18,
Well, this is where
20.
nerves really, really play a part. The Chinese will be feeling nervous. They've already had 3 game point opportunities that have come and gone.
Play.
4 game point opportunities that have come and gone. Remember, in their semi-final late last night, they were
20.
20-16 up in the deciding game. And went match point down. Surely it's not a case of deja vu. Well, it might well be. 5 game points have been saved. 20 all, and we require extra points until there's a clear 2-point winning margin. Well, well, well.
Play.
Oh, the low serve is perfect.
21, match point.
And Mr. and Mrs. Adcock now, having saved 5 match points, 5 game points, have a match point themselves. astonishing. This sport is so similar to last night when the Chinese pair played the Hong Kong pair.
Service over. 21-all.
21-all.
Chris.
Well, good attacking play. And now a sixth
22.
game point opportunity
21.
for the Chinese pair.
Play.
Well saved again from Gabby White. She was determined to make herself move forward.
Service over. Chris.
22 all.
Stay on the ball now. 22-all.
Now, that's the experience of Chris Adcock guiding the shuttle down into the mid-court area.
23.
And now a second
22.
match point opportunity for Adcock and White. Flick serve.
Yeah.
They've done it! Their first ever title together. Mr. and Mrs. Adcock celebrate in style. What a tournament they've had. Absolutely brilliant. It's been 28 years in the waiting. And Chris Adcock removes his shirt. He's going to throw it to a lucky fan in the crowd. 21-14, 24-22. And they have won their first ever Super Series title, their first ever title at any level in international competition. Wonderful, wonderful performance, and I'm absolutely delighted to say I was a little critical of them yesterday in their celebrations. They went to celebrate with their coach before thanking their opponents. They were truly respectful today by going and thanking their opponents before any celebrations continued. They're quick learners, are this English pair. They are huge talents, and now they have their first title, the Yonex-Sunrise Hong Kong Open title for 2013.
Adcock and Ms. White, now that before the Hong Kong series, you rank number 7, and now you won, and for certain you will go to Malaysia for the final, yeah?
Yeah, we got, I think in 2 weeks' time we play the Super Series Finals, and that was always our goal, to try and go there. So to win this, it kind of guaranteed us a spot, so we're over the moon to be able to play in the finals.
What is your target at the final, you think?
I think obviously just enjoy it. There'll be obviously some very, very good pairs there, top 8 in the world. So we've shown this week that we can be up there with the best of them. So go and enjoy it, and hopefully win a few badminton matches.
咁佢咧就話因為佢哋入嚟呢個 香港站嘅時候咧，已經咧喺呢個 Superseries 嘅排第7位啦。咁佢哋應該咧就係可以去到馬來西亞嘅總決賽。佢哋希望咧到時咧可以贏到一啲比賽啦，同埋咧最緊要咧就係享受比賽啦。Now that today you got a very good performance, but if there is anything you want to improve on, what will that be?
I think all aspects of our game could still be better, but I think for me it'd maybe be my first 3. But we're just really happy that we're constantly improving, and so we want to keep improving everything.
And you?
I think I'd like to come here more often. Obviously, if we play like this in Hong Kong, it'd be nice to play here. But no, as I said, we've developed a lot over these last few weeks, and we just want to keep developing. There's some great pairs out there with some great strengths and weaknesses, so we need to make sure that we keep our strengths and get our weaknesses better.
Thank you very much and congratulations once more. Thank you. 咁佢哋咧就話咧如果真係有啲乜嘢需要改進嘅啦，咁佢哋都希望咧係不斷改良啦，同埋雙方嘅合作啦。咁Mr. Adcock 佢仲話咧，因為香港佢哋可以首次攞到咁好嘅成績啦，希望多啲嚟香港啊！大家俾啲掌聲佢哋 ，Thank you。
Well, quite obviously, absolutely overjoyed with their victory, and so they should be. They have disposed of 2 seeded pairs, former world champions and current Olympic champions, of course, in the semi-final stage. As the rest of the fans to a bit of dancing in the arena, we can enjoy the highlights, and there were many of them from that mixed doubles final. Well, I strongly suspect this is the first ever Super Series title won by a married couple. So they've made history today, have Chris Adcock and Gabby White. What a tournament in general. Chris Adcock, first ever Super Series semi-final, the men's doubles with Andrew Ellis. And now first ever title with his wife in the mixed doubles discipline.
Major Sports Events Committee, 大型體育活動事務委員會主席高威林先生 and Mr. Tom Y. Leung, Chairman of Hong Kong Badminton Association, 以及香港羽毛球總會主席湯偉倫先生。Thank you. Yonex-Sunrise 2013香港公開羽毛球超級賽 OSIM 世界羽聯世界超級賽系列混合雙打項目 Mixed doubles of Yonex-Sunrise Hong Kong Open Badminton Superseries 2013, part of OSIM BWF World Superseries. 亞軍亞軍 The runner-up is Liu Cheng, Bao Yixin.
Liu Cheng and Bao Yixin, beaten finalists today, but I'm sure we're going to see an awful lot more of them. Their first ever final in international competition, let alone a Super Series. And now the champions. It is over 4 years since English players won a Super Series title. That was in the men's doubles at the Singapore Super Series event of 2009. Anthony Clark and Nathan Robertson, the only previous English winners of a Super Series title. Today, here in Hong Kong, Chris Adcock and his wife, Gabby White, win a second Super Series title for English players, and a first here in Hong Kong for 28 years. Thoroughly deserved the way they played the tournament, a first ever title. They've been in 2 previous finals, but never have they won any title at any international level of badminton. What a step forward, what a confidence booster. So not only the medals, trophies as well. Only married 2 months ago. Of course, the prize money, $27,650 presented by Yonex-Sunrise.
香港公開賽自1982年創辦以來啦，頭嗰幾屆啦，經常有英國嘅運動員能夠染指冠軍，但係原來已經有超過1/4嘅世紀啦。英國隊嘅單打同雙打啦，都未喺香港或者公開賽啦。
They're on the night flight home tonight. Whether it's flying home or a night in Hong Kong, I hope there's time for celebration. It's a big, big moment for Mr. and Mrs. Adcock.
咁啊，最後咧就係頒發OSIM嘅冠軍獎 U Angel 俾兩位嘅運動員。Congratulations and our guests, please take a step to the center for a group photo with the players, please.
Well, they pose for the photographers, and it's a picture that I'm sure they will want to be placing on their mantelpiece along with those very fine trophies. A first ever title for Chris Adcock and Gabby White.
以热烈的掌声，也祝贺我们一双新的中国组合刘强、鲍怡欣在香港公开赛也表现了非常出色。
Well, so loud. They are married.
Okay, once again, our sincere congratulations to you, Chris and Gabrielle. You have done really well in Hong Kong. We look forward to seeing you again.
Ladies and gentlemen, 各位嘉賓、各位觀眾 ，presenting technical officials, women's singles， 女子單打技術人員進場。
So the court officials for our second final women's singles make their way onto court, and that gives us an opportunity to look at the road to Malaysia. The Super Series standings, and at the top of the list after being in the final last week in China, up 2 places, is Wang Shixian. She, of course, will finish top of the list regardless of whether she wins this final or not. Her opponent is Wang Yihan, who's down at 11. She can't possibly qualify. The only changes to who will qualify for the Super Series finals here in this list is that Tai Su Ying now moves above Yuriko Hiroshi, and therefore Hiroshi will miss out on the Super Series finals. It will be the youngster from Taipei instead.
Please welcome finalists of women's singles， 歡迎女子單打決賽球員進場。
So here come the women's singles finalists. The former champion leads them out. Wang Yihan, champion here 4 years ago in 2009. She was beaten finalist last year. In fact, in last year's final, she retired partway through the second game against the now Olympic champion, Li Shuirui. Li Shuirui, incidentally, lost in the quarter-final stage to Portik Barana Prasatsuk. Prasatsuk lost to Wang Yihan in yesterday's semi-final. So an all-Chinese affair. This will be China's 9th
歐文峰
title, women's singles title here at the Hong Kong Open in the last 10 years. The only
發球
interruption
裁判黃偉信
to that record was, of course, Saina Nehwal from India winning this title
Champions
3
of
years ago.
Denmark Open 2013